Good afternoon and welcome to Pope John High School in Sparta, New Jersey. For Pope John Junior Lion Football, 11 and under squad. Mike Formisano along with you, calling today's action as the Pope John Junior Lions 11U team take on the Rahway Chiefs. Pope John 2-1 on the season, having lost here at home on the first weekend of the season to the Mo Better Jaguars, 21-6. But then two road victories have propelled the 11U team to a 2-1 record, and they are taking on Rahway today, looking to go 3-1 on the season. Let's go over the roster for the 11U squad here for Pope John, starting with number 1, Dominic Diarco. Number 4, Connor Hart. Number 5, Benny Platt. Number 8, Charlie Formisano is one of the captains today, along with number 9, Braden Colson. And number 10, and there's a difference in the jersey numbers again. So number 10 is going to be, I believe it's the Jared Hawthorne. And then you have another change in the jersey, which is Lachlan Sertival. He's number 3. So Sertival's number 3 and Hawthorne is number 10. And those are the changes. Number 13 is Evan Nisbeth. Number 15, Roger Milner. Number 23, Sean Clevitz. Number 25, Declan Griffith. Number 26, Braden Convey. Number 30, Ryan Hart. Number 33, Ryan Lambriglia. Number 36, Wyatt Miller. Number 40, Jacob Jessamaria. Number 43, Tyler Killen. 45 is Jude Cofrancesco. 56, Robert Zawicki. And number 61 is Anthony Grego. The head coach of the Pope John Junior Lions 11 and under squad is Jared Cofrancesco. Assistant coaches Dan Platt, Dan Lambriglia, Nick Colson, Jim Miller, and Rob Zawicki. League president is Chris Baracco. League VP Dave Diarco. The team mom is Kathy Jessamaria. And the Pope John varsity head coach is Dom Gaston. I'm Mike Formisano. You are here with us at Pope John High School in Sparta, New Jersey for the 11U squad's game against the Rahway Chiefs. And it starts right after this.
I was getting conflicting stories like they closed at 8 and they locked it on. Somebody said, I didn't think that. Yeah, they locked it in. But then I couldn't get reception. I had to like leave the stadium a little bit, find a reception, then a little bit, come back. Everybody was so it wasn't a great night, huh? And then you couldn't leave because midway through the fourth quarter, then it was the second quarter. Trying to do the real job. I'm so nervous.
Welcome back to Pope John High School in Sparta, New Jersey for Pope John Junior Lion Football 11 and under squad. Mike Formisano along with you, calling today's action as the Pope John Junior Lions 2-1 on the season get set to take on the Rahway Chiefs. Pope John with 2 victories on the year against the Union Rams, 38-6. And then last week, going ahead and taking out the Roselle Rams, 35-0. So, one blemish on the schedule so far, and that's against the Mo Better Jaguars. They were defeated 21-6. So now, Pope John above 500, looking to go 3-1, taking on a Rahway Chiefs squad that comes into Sparta, New Jersey. Captains for the day, number 8, Charlie Formisano, number 9, Braden Colson, number 36, Wyatt Miller, and number 10, Lachlan Sertival. The coin toss happening in midfield with Coach Jared Cofrancesco. Shaking hands with the referees. Captains come off the field for today. Pope John in their home blue uniforms, trimmed by gold and white, gold numbers, with gold helmets and blue pants, with the lion on the side in blue. And we have the national anthem. All right, national anthem. We are almost set for kickoff here at Pope John High School. Actually, the 11U squad does not kick, so they will start directly from the 35-yard line. And it looks like Pope John is going to start with the ball first. Rahway in their black uniforms with black pants, with red and white trimming the black uniforms. Red helmets with white face masks. And again, Pope John in their home blues with gold and white. Pope John will be traveling right to left, Rahway left to right. We'll start from the 35-yard line. Pope John in the huddle. The 13U squad has already defeated the EW Falcons earlier today by a count of 22-0. And the 11U team is looking to do the same. Out of the huddle and to the line, Pope John goes. Quarterback, Sean Klebitz, number 23, under center. Three-man backfield. Klebitz hands off to Jacob Jessamaria, who goes forward with positive yardage and gets down to about the 38-yard line. So 3, maybe 4 on the carry. We'll spot the ball at the 38. So 2nd and 7. Let's say 3 yards in a cloud of dust. Back in the day. But we're on turf field, so no dust. Here's Klebitz with the snap. He'll hand off to Benny Platt. Platt rolls to his right, trying to get towards the far sideline, and he is stopped there at the hash marks by Rahway. So, gain of 1 for Platt. It'll bring up 3rd down and 6. Pope John in the huddle. Down to the line. We talked about that 3-man backfield, and Coach Cole Francesco has already employed that, as he does right now. Jacob Jessamaria, number 40, Benny Platt, number 5, and Ryan O'Gregley at number 33. Movement on the line. It's against Rahway, and so we will see that. I don't think it's going to get them to the first, but it'll bring it to the 44-yard line, and it'll bring up 3rd and 1. Much better proposition for Pope John instead of 3rd and 6. So, 3rd and 1 for the Pope John Lions. Clements under center, three-man backfield. Hand off to Jesse Maria, who barrels through the middle. And a first down and then some. Into Rahway territory. The ball spotted at the 48-yard line. So, first down, Pope John. And they're right back up to the line. Quick snap, here's Clements, gives it to Jesse Maria again. He cuts to his right towards the far sideline. Rahway meets him right there. So, no gain on the play. That'll bring up 2nd and 10. So that was a good effort by Pope John, however, did not pay off on that play. 2nd and 10 for the Lions. It's the Pope John Lions and the Rahway Chiefs. A replay of Lions and Chiefs from opening night in the NFL. That was Detroit and Kansas City. This is Pope John and Rahway, and here's the handoff to Platt to the left side. Past the 45 and down at about the 44. So, positive yardage for Benny Platt. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Third and 6 for the Lions. They have to get to the Rahway 38. Here's Clements, will hand it off to Lambreglia. Lambreglia cuts to the left, finds a hole. Gets down to about the 40, is tripped up, however. And they're going to spot it at the 40-yard line. And so Pope John is faced with a 4th down. 4th and 2 from the 40-yard line of Rahway. Clements coming back into the huddle. They're going to go for it. Again, no kicking at this level at 11U, so let's go for it anyway. Clements under center. Jesse Maria and Platt in the backfield. Lambreglia off to the right. Here's the handoff to Platt. He is met in the backfield and stopped. And Rahway is going to get the ball on downs. Turnover on downs by Pope John, and so Rahway will take possession. There's a loss of 2 on the play. So the Chiefs get their first possession. And the first time for Pope John on defense. Pope John 2-1 on the season. Lost to Mo Better on the first week of the year. And then victories over Union and Roselle. Quarterback under center. We don't have names for any of the Rahway players as usual, so we'll go ahead and go with just numbers. It is going to be tough to see dark numbers on dark jerseys. So here's a running back for Rahway, and he's up the sideline, and he's off. That's number 3, I think, to the 10-yard line. The 5, touchdown, Rahway. So the Chiefs score on their first possession and the first down. And so Rahway with a 58-yard touchdown run. We had a flag on the play. I think it was after the touchdown, so it could be for excessive celebration. Is that what they're calling? Either way, they're setting up for the point after. So 6-0, Rahway leads over Pope John 11U. And it's saying penalty against Pope John, so they're going to force it on the kickoff. Rahway Chiefs lead the Pope John Lions here in the middle of the first quarter, 6-0. Point after attempt coming. Rahway up to the line. Just waiting on the referee's whistle. And due to the penalty, they're going to move the ball back to the 13. Nope. Is that more? It's actually more. It's the 17-yard line. So the ball spotted at the 17. So for Rahway to get the point after, they have to go 17 yards. Chiefs up in the huddle. Pope John on defense. And moving the ball back to the 18-yard line. So every time I look up, Rahway's losing yardage. It should be a 15-yard penalty, so it would have been spotted at the 3. So that's why it moves back to the 18. 58-yard touchdown run by Rahway has made the score 6-0. We are in the first quarter. Quarterback takes the snap, hands off. Cuts to the right, trying to get to the near sideline. Past the last defender, but Eddie Platt catches up with him, knocks him out of bounds. And so the point after attempt is no good. No good on the point after attempt. Thanks mostly to the penalty. However, Pope John makes sure that they don't get in from 18 yards out. So the score stays 6-0. Rahway over Pope John. And the Lions will start up from 35. I'm going to say on the 11U game, the same thing I said on the 13U game. We do not have a direct opponent set up for next week for Pope John as of yet. That will be announced by Pop Warner later in the week. The initial schedule said it was at Elizabeth. However, that could change. So, as initially 11U was supposed to play the EW Falcons, and they changed it to Rahway. Rahway was on the schedule for week 1 of the season. That was changed to Mo Better. So, we'll just go by what Pop Warner tells us. Please check for date, time, and opponent later in this week. Most likely to be on Sunday. Here is Clevis, hands off to Lambreglia. Lambreglia to the left. Finds a hole. Gets up to about the 43-yard line and is brought down there. So, positive run for Ryan Lambreglia, number 33. And he gets the ball down to the 43 of Pope John. That's going to make it 2nd and 2. 8-yard run for Lambreglia. Clevis back in the huddle. Now Pope John up to the line. We got a whistle on the field, and we got an injured player for Rahway trying to get off, and he just fell down. So players on the field taking a knee. Coaching staff coming out to take a look at the injured player for Rahway. They've got the card on the field, so they're going to help them off. Injury timeout. We will be back with you right after this. Welcome back to Pope John High School as they help the injured Rahway player on his feet. And he walks off without the assist of the cart. That's good to see. So we start back up again. 2nd and 2. Rahway with the ball. I'm sorry, Pope John with the ball. 2nd and 2 from their own 43-yard line. And Rahway leading over Pope John 6-0. Clevis under center. 2 men in the backfield. They'll hand off to Betty Platt, who is met right at the 40-yard line and brought down. That is number 99 for the Chiefs, and he makes the tackle on Platt. 3rd and 5. We started at the 35, but the first down marker set at the 6, so 46. I'm not sure why, but it really should be the 45, but we'll go with it. 3rd and 6. Clements under center. 2 men in the backfield. Pitch to Platt. Platt to his right. Platt's got blockers. He cuts in past the hash mark, and he's got the first down. Big run by Benny Platt. He gets past the first down marker at the 46 and then some. They're going to spot the ball at the 49. So Pope John right up to the line. They want to go, go, go. So Clements under center. Here's a snap. Clements hands it off, and that is to Jessa Maria. Jessa Maria right up the middle, and a first down for Pope John. So Coach Cole Francesco calling the quick play there, and knows what he's doing as Pope John is able to get the first down. And now a timeout by Rahway. They want to slow things down. Timeout for Rahway. We will take one as well. First quarter, and the Chiefs of Rahway lead the Lions of Pope John 6-0. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back to Pope John High School in Sparta, New Jersey for Pope John Junior Lion Football. Mike Formisano along with you, calling today's action as the 11U squad for Pope John is taking on the Rahway Chiefs. Rahway leads 6-0, but Pope John's on the move. Couple of first downs, and they have the ball at the Rahway 43. Clements under center, 2 men in the backfield, Lambreglia in motion. Fake to Platt, and it goes over to Jessa Maria, but Jessa Maria's met in the backfield. He gets to the 40, however. He's going to lose yardage on the play. 2nd and make it 11. Pope John has to get to the 29, so loss of 1 on the play. Clements back in the huddle. Pope John up to the line. Here's a snap. Clements cuts to his right. Pass over to Ryan Lambreglia. Lambreglia makes the catch and gets down to about the 36-yard line. So the gain of 4 on the reception. However, it's going to bring up 3rd down. 3rd and 7 for the Lions. We've got a timeout on the field. We'll take one as well. Late stages of the first quarter. Nope, that's going to be the end of the first quarter as they're moving the ball. So, end of the first quarter, and Rahway leads over Pope John 6-0. We'll be back with second quarter action right after this. Good, how are you? That was a great catch, Quinn, in that game. Yeah. Congratulations. Welcome back to Pope John High School in Sparta, New Jersey for Pope John Junior Lion Football. The 11U squad taking on the Rahway Chiefs. Mike Formisano along with you, calling today's action. The 13U squad has already won today, defeating the EW Falcons 22-0. And so now the 11U team trying to get on the board and in the win column as well. They trail 6-0 to Rahway, but they are on the move. It's 3rd down and 12 to go. They've got to get... No, that's not right. It's 3rd and... See where the markers are being put. And moving the marker back to the first down marker at the 30. So ball's at the 36 right now of Rahway. So it'll be 3rd and 6. Referee's coming to the middle of the field. Now signaling the start of the second quarter. And here comes Pope John. To the line they go. Actually, they'll stop off for a huddle first. Now Pope John out to the line. Clements under center. Jessa Maria and Platt in the backfield. LaBreglia cut to the left. We have movement on the line. Now picked up there. And Platt trying to cut through the middle. He gets about 3, maybe 4. But it's going to be short of the first down marker. So, first down marker now positioned at the 29-yard line. It's going to be 4th down for Lions. The ball's at the 33, so 4th and 4. Clements comes back into the huddle. Now the Lions up to the line. Clements under center. He'll pitch back to Platt. Platt cutting to the right, down to about the 29. Is it enough for the first down? It is. They're going to spot it at the 28. First down, Pope John. So Platt with a 5-yard run, and he got just a little more than enough for the first down. Pope John continues on the move. They are at the Rahway 28. 1st and 10. First down marker at the 18 now. Second quarter, Rahway leads 6-0. Fake to Platt. It goes to LaBreglia. LaBreglia to his left. He's got room to run. He continues on past the first down marker, and a first down for Pope John. LaBreglia with an 11-yard run. They're going to spot it at the 17. 1st and 10. Lions are on the move. So a nice fake to Platt. The ball goes to LaBreglia, and he gets the run. 3 different options for Co-Francesco in that backfield that Clements can hand off to either Jessa Maria or Platt or LaBreglia. Here goes to Platt. Platt to the right side, and he's met at the 16-yard line, so a gain of 1. 2nd and 9. 6-0 Rahway over Pope John. Here is Platt to the left. Comes back up the middle and is met at about the 19. And they're going to call it 3rd down. Platt stopped the forward progress. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line. Pope John has to get to the 8-yard line. No, I'm sorry. The ball spotted at the 13. And they've got to get to the 8. So 3rd and 5. Clements under center. Fakes it. He'll throw. Rolls out to his right. He's tied up. Not in the grasp. He's still loose. And now he's brought down at about the 17. So he got out of being tied up by one Rahway defender. Shook his ankle free. And ran down to about the 17. Was stopped there. So going to bring up 4th and 9. So a loss of 4 on the play. From the Rahway 17. Pope John has to get to the 8 for a first down. 4th and 9. Chiefs up on the Pope John Lions 6-0. We are in the second quarter here at Pope John High School in Sparta, New Jersey. Pope John up to the line. Clements under center. Only one man in the backfield now. It's Platt. Clements back to pass. He'll throw it downfield. And it's intercepted in the end zone. And they come out. Rahway makes the interception. LaBreglia, the intended receiver, but he was triple covered. And Clements fired it up, and it was picked off. So Rahway does come out of the end zone, so no touchback. And that's going to spot them at their own 2-yard line. Interception on the play on the 4th down. Rahway will start from deep in their own territory. From the 2. 6-0. Chiefs lead over the Pope John Lions. Mike Formisano here calling today's action. Thank you so much for joining us on this last Sunday in summer. That's right. Temperatures are starting to get cooler. 2 weeks ago, it was hot. It was 90 degrees in Montclair. Last week, it rained. It was very overcast. Today, it's not cool, but it's not hot either. It's mild. Run up the middle and brought down after a gain of 2. 2nd and 8 from the 4. Referee's got spotted at the 5, so let's make it 2nd and 7. Defense out for the Lions, number 8, Charlie Formisano, with number 61, Anthony Grego, number 43, Tyler Killen, and number 45, Jude Cofrancesco on the line. Benny Platt in the backfield, along with Braden Convey, or Braden Colson, I should say, number 9, number 10, Jared Hawthorne, number 15, in the safety position. Another run up the middle by Rahway and brought down. 15 being Roger Milner. Wyatt Miller, number 36, into the game for Pope John, replacing number 9, Colson. Third down, 6 to go from the 7-yard line. Rahway's got to get to the 13. Chiefs out of the huddle. Up to the line. Quarterback under center. Take the snap. Pitch back to the tailback. To the far sideline. Past Lembreglia. And now past Grego. Still on the move. To the 20. The 30. And he steps out of bounds. Past the 30-yard line. Had he stayed in, he may have had a pathway to the end zone. Nobody else blocking him, but he couldn't stay in bounds and goes out on the far sideline. However, it's plenty for the first down for Rahway. You're going to say he stepped out of the 30. So, 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. Rahway on the move. It looked like it was a 2-minute warning there, so late 2nd quarter now. Rahway at their own 30-yard line. Quarterback under center, 2 men in the backfield, 2 wideouts. Here's a snap, handoff to the tailback, past Cofrancesco and past Jessa Maria. Gets to the sideline and out of bounds. We're going to say at the 32. Anthony Grego back in the game for Pope John, replacing Cofrancesco. 2nd and 8. Rahway has to get to the 40 for the first. 6-0 Chiefs lead over the Pope John Lions. We're in the late 2nd quarter. Quarterback in the shotgun. Nope, that was right behind center. My apology. Handoff to the tailback who cuts to the far sideline. He's past the first down marker and then some. Down to about the 45, maybe 46. They got spotted at the 46. First down, Rahway. As Pope John having trouble containing the Rahway running game right now. Timeout, Chiefs, and we'll take one as well. Late 2nd quarter, 6-0 Rahway over Pope John. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back to Pope John High School in Sparta, New Jersey for Pope John Junior Lion Football. Mike Formasano along with you, calling today's action. Rahway is leading Pope John 6-0. And it was off a 58-yard touchdown run in the first quarter. They missed the extra point. However, they have the ball and are trying to get back into Pope John territory. It's late second quarter. Pope John having problems stopping the Rahway run right now. Quarterback under center, man in motion. It's number 5. Nope, quarterback was in the shotgun. Pitch to the tailback. Tailback runs to the far sideline, now cuts back upfield and past the first down marker and to the 35 and brought down at about the 30-yard line. Big run for Rahway. And so they get the ball all the way down to the Pope John 30. So Rahway is on the move, up 6-0. Pope John needs to stop the Chiefs here as we are heading towards halftime. Not there yet, however. We got a timeout for Pope John, and we're going to take one as well. Timeout on the field, late second quarter. Rahway 6, Pope John nothing. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back to Pope John High School in Sparta, New Jersey for Pope John Junior Lion Football. Mike Formasano along with you, calling today's action. As the Rahway Chiefs have come into Sparta and have taken a 6-0 lead on the Pope John Lions 11U team. Rahway has the ball at the Pope John 30. It is late second quarter, but they're on the move. Quarterback in the shotgun, man in motion. Quarterback takes the snap, will run towards the far sidelines, cuts upfield, gets to about the 20. Should be enough for a Rahway first down. They spot the ball at the 20, and that is good enough for a first down. So 1st and 10, Rahway at the 20, right on the edge of the red zone. Quarterback in shotgun. Tailback to the left. He'll hand it off to the man in motion who cuts towards the near sideline. And he's got to the 15, the 10, and the 5. He's still on his feet. Pushed out by Jessa Maria, but was it before the pylon? No. Touchdown, Rahway. But we have a whistle. We're going to see if the touchdown holds. Flag on the play. Holding call against Rahway, so they're going to bring it back. So, negate the touchdown. The score remains 6-0. Big break for Pope John there, as Rahway had found the end zone. They're moving the ball back to the 23-yard line. So, foul against Rahway. And so that'll repeat first down. Late second quarter. Rahway up 6-0 on Pope John. Quarterback in the shotgun for the Chiefs. 4-man defensive front for Pope John. 4 linebackers. 3 defensive backs. Here's a snap. Pass down the field. And it's incomplete. Knocked away by 2 Pope John defenders. Number 3, Lachlan Sertival's in on that, as well as, I believe it was 56, Robert Zawicki. So, Pope John stops that offensive play. Knocking the pass down, incomplete. We'll bring up second down. 2nd and 12. Now I'll say 2nd and 13. You got to get to the 10. Late second quarter. Pope John will just take getting off the field, only being down 6-0 in the half right now, I'm sure. Quarterback in the shotgun. Tailback to the right side. The pass downfield. Complete. No, dropped. He had it in his hands, and then it was knocked loose. So, incomplete. That'll bring up third down. Four-man defensive front for the Lions, number 25, Declan Griffith, along with Jude Cofrancesco, Robert Zwicky, and looks like Anthony Grego. We got a timeout on the field. I think it's Pope John taking the timeout. We'll take one as well. 6-0 Rahway over the Pope John Lions, late second quarter. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back to Pope John High School in Sparta, New Jersey for Pope John Junior Lion Football. Mike Fobersano along with you, calling today's action. We are in the late second quarter. We've got another flag on the play. We're going to see, I think it's going to be against Rahway. It is. And delay a game? No, too many men on the field. Too many men on the field. Rahway will go backwards. So, spot the ball at the 28-yard line. 3rd and long for the Chiefs. They've got to get to the 10-yard line. Pope John up to the line. Rahway, quarterback in the shotgun. Tailback to the left. Man in motion. Hands off to him. Goes towards the near sideline. Cuts past the defender. Is able to get to about the 20-yard line before being brought down. And so, positive yardage for Rahway. However, it's going to be 4th down. Rahway hurrying to the line. Time running down here. Second quarter. Quarterback in the shotgun. Man in motion. Looks to be number 5 for Rahway. Tough to see the numbers, though. Here's the pass downfield into the corner of the end zone. Touchdown, Rahway. Oh, what a catch. It looked like it was going to the Pope John defender. I didn't have a number on him. But then the Chief wide receiver just cut right behind him. Brought the ball in. Touchdown for Rahway. Big pass play on 4th down. Devastating for the Lions. Elation for the Rahway Chiefs. 12-0 Rahway. Late stages of the second quarter. I'm going to say there's probably seconds to go, if that. They were racing to that line. We have a flag on the play. Another flag. There has been a ton of penalties in this game. Referee's coming to talk things over. And a referee coming over to talk to the coaching staff for Pope John. Turns back around. I believe that was a 27-yard touchdown pass. No, they had brought it down to the 20. It was within 20, so it must have been 20 or 19. I don't remember off the top of my head. But either way, point after touchdown now. The attempt by Rahway. It's 12-0. Here's a snap to the quarterback. He'll roll to the far sideline. Cuts back up the middle. Can he get in? He does. But there's a flag down. So, and it is against Rahway. It's holding. So we're going to bring it back and run the play again, I believe. Holding call on Rahway. Wow, the Chiefs have taken a ton of penalties. But they're leading 12-0. Pope John has had problems trying to stop the Rahway run. But they got burned on the pass play. So 58-yard touchdown run, and then a 4th down reception in the back of the end zone. Ball spotted at the 18-yard line. No, 13-yard line. 13-yard line, so lost 10 on this point after attempt. From the 13, quarterback in the shotgun. Takes the snap, drops back, throws into the end zone, and it's caught. Receiver for Rahway makes the catch, and the point after is good. So that'll make it 13-0. Should be, yeah. We had this issue in the last game where the extra point if you kick it is 2, but point after if you run it in or throw it in is 1. But that's at the 13U level. There's no kicking, so I think all extra points I think are 1. So 13-0. Rahway leads over Pope John. Late second quarter. It'll start from the 35. The referees are lined up. I'm waiting to see if we get a signal from them saying it's the end of the half, but not yet. Yeah, we've got to be close though. Again, the time's not kept here in the score box, in the press box. It's kept on the field by the referees as per Pop Warner rules. Kind of like soccer in that way. The referees keep the time on the field. One of the most frustrating things about watching soccer. I mean, maybe in Europe, fans are used to it, but waiting to see, how much time is left? Oh, injury time. They've given them 4 minutes, but then it goes to 5, and then 6, and then 7. You never know. So, it's kind of what we got going on here. Late second quarter. Pope John on the offense. There's Clevitz. He'll hand off to, that's number 10, Jared Hawthorne. And Hawthorne is stopped at the 35, maybe 36-yard line. Timeout on the field. Pope John calling time. We'll take one as well. 13-0. Rahway leading Pope John. We'll be back after this.
Rain's here.
Tiny little one next to the trunk there, and they made the big one. Eat and they're in the clouds. Or bring both, that's good.
Welcome back to Pope John High School in Sparta, New Jersey. For Pope John Junior Lion Football, Mike Formasano along with you, calling today's action as Rahway leads over Pope John 13-0. We're within the final seconds of the second quarter. Ball's at the 36-yard line, 2nd and 9 for Pope John. We got another whistle. Trying to get the down marker set correctly. Showing 3rd down. Referees wanted to go back to 2nd, but it is 2nd down, so initially it was at 4. Then 3, then 2. Here's Clevitz. Hand up to Justin Maria. Justin Maria out the middle. He's met at the 40-yard line. Met by a sea of Rahway Chiefs. Brought down there, and that'll bring up 3rd down. So we got a whistle, and that's it. That's it for the first half. Yeah, we were at the end. So, end of the first half, and the Rahway Chiefs lead the Pope John Junior Lions 11 and under squad 13-0. We'll be back after halftime. We're going to be on a new stream, but on this channel. So just come back after halftime. You'll get an alert on your phone or on your device, and We will start at the second half then. 13-0, Rahway leads over Pope John. At halftime, Pope John High School in what is now a light rain here in Sparta, New Jersey. We'll be back with second half action right after this.